Alright, we're live. Woo!
Intro.
So that's Andy and the voice, for any of those paying attention to stream.
No, you should do an intro,
Oh,
like sing or something.
no. Alright, we're gonna challenge. We're gonna challenge this bad play. Oh! Evidently I gotta fix my deck real quick. Because evidently I took something out. Meanwhile, I will retweet my tweets.
Are you doing? You're running Sphinx again?
Yep. Surprise me.
Am...
Surprise me.
Go ahead.
What was the card that I got rid of?
Oh.
Ah. Okay, it was a land, no biggie.
Ooh, mental misstep is streaming. I gotta go.
Ah! You're funny. Alright, let me go find... Put that one in the deck. Alright.
Well, I can go ahead and talk about mine while you're doing that if you want.
Alright, well, yeah, go ahead, because I've already spilled the beans on mine. It's Sphinx Tribal.
Yeah, and we saw that previously when you let me run your Druid deck.
So, yeah, there's that. So,
well,
so what do you got going, Andy?
I will tell you, I am calling this an ode to William Reed. It's Rakdos.
Uh-huh.
I assume you know what it is now. My commander is Neheb.
Oh, God, really?
We're doing Minotaur Tribal. It is an ultra budget version. The entire deck can be purchased for less than $5.
That just sounds terrible. Why?
I have a sub theme as part of this. That is just another thing that's kind of going on. I will let that be the surprise. But like I said, this is for Will. We're running Minotaurs.
Just so we get the.
Wait! I lost the die roll. It's already broken.
Well, like, as we found out, I hate the sheer fact that some of my cards don't work.
Yeah, you might want. Did you get a chance to double check those?
It's all right. I mean, I'll deal. I'll keep that hand.
This does not look great, but we'll give it a while. I got a couple land. We'll be okay. It's a low curve.
Yeah. All right. So, main phase. We'll start basic. So there's our command zones, respectively. All right. So we're gonna be trying to do this on a regular basis with random, probably tribal decks, since I think those are the most fun style decks to build, I guess. Unless we decide to do like random jank combo that we find.
Yeah, we could also just do some freeform type stuff without necessarily having it be strictly any of the formats. Although, when in doubt, we'll just say everything's legacy legal.
Yeah, there you go. You gonna hit okay there, bud?
Oh, wait, sorry.
But we'll talk Magic and stuff while we're playing too. To make it at least a little bit more interesting. That way you're just not watching us play bad Magic cards. Like it's serious, you know.
As opposed to the other high quality that you can find throughout YouTube and Twitch.
Yeah, there you go. What are you? Okay. So we were having a conversation earlier while we were at the shop drafting, and I pummeled your face in draft. About
He's
the
not
modern.
lying. That's what happened.
About modern. Namely, who was it you referenced that said Death Shadow should get banned?
LSV.
Yeah, that sounds a little odd. I mean, I know most of the people I talk with, there's a good chunk of them that do play that Shadow decks of some variants.
Yeah.
And or at least
just so everybody knows, you played Death Shadow pre-Cataxian Pro for a while.
Yeah, we played the aggro combo list that was going around, not the mid-rangey assault your face that's going on right now.
Right.
So, like, again, I think, as you pointed out, like, when Cataxian Pro got banned, it was like, all of a sudden, like, where did this deck didn't come from anywhere. Like, it was just there. Like, they just happened onto this deck. And,
that is not a Sphinx.
That's a god. Deal with it.
It's a bird.
Anyways, like, it wasn't like there was anything new that caused this deck to exist, other than they were just like, you know what? These cards are really good together. Let's play those cards.
Yeah.
It wasn't like the Jataxian Pro ban caused a combo to be broken or something like weird.
Right.
And right now it's I would say Black XX. I mean, I guess Black Red X is generally the archetypes you see for that Shadow. I mean, granted, you do see Abzan come up some, or Sultai.
Yeah.
But it's mostly Grixis.
I would rank them that way. Yeah, I would rank them that way. Grixis first, Jund, and then probably Abzan, and then Sultai. Sultai is much controlling. Abzan tends to be a little bit more tokeny / hey, look, Siege Rhino.
We haven't seen any Mardu, though. Not that I'm aware of. That's about the only tricolor we haven't seen.
Because that'd be red, black, white. What would that deck even look like with the Death Shadow? That would have more removal.
Yeah, probably.
And Lingering Souls.
Yeah, and then you would probably run Nahiri, Liliana, Chandra. It'd be a very grindy.
Yeah.
Basically, you're replacing the counter magic from Grixis into white removal, or maybe like just the good white hate cards, I would say.
Yeah, I love that you're playing Kefnet all of a sudden.
I've had Kefnet. You've just never seen it pop up in our test games.
No. I got... Come on. Oh, come on. I need more land. Correct me if I'm wrong. Vexing Sphinx Kefnet's kind of a non-bow, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna draw a card. I draw at least one card. Ah.
Don't worry about it.
Luckily, I can avoid that for the most part. Anyways, but the reason we brought this up is because Grixis Shadow made up a lot of the Vegas GP. It's making up a lot of the meta. Period. I don't know if officially it's meeting Splitter Twin numbers.
I don't think so. Well, this is the other thing. Decks with Death Shadow in it, I think the number gets skewed higher.
Yeah. It's definitely a higher chunk of the meta, but I don't know if it's necessarily to the point of Splinter Twin numbers.
Right. Because Splinter Twin had to be red blue, basically.
Yep.
I mean, there was a Kiki version, but with Zealous Conscript, but that wasn't nearly as widely played or successful.
Yep.
Oh, this is a. Oh,
no, I'm not going to discard a card. Boop. See, I draw an extra card because of that.
yeah, that's fair.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 mana.
What other actual creatures have been banned? Stoneforge? Is that it?
Grave Troll. If we want to count that.
I probably wouldn't count it as a creature, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that's about it, I think, off the top of my head. But, I mean, either way, it's... Yeah, you could compare it to Splinter Twin as far as popularity in the meta. I think there's two very key differences, though. Like, of course, one, the variety of the decks, but two, like, you're not punished against Death Shadow for tapping out at the wrong point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the main reason why Felidar Guardian combo got banned in Standard, was just like, you had to alter your lines of play just because the threat of combo was always there. Like, if you misstepped, you lost the game.
And it came down way earlier than I think Wizards is comfortable with Standard ending on turn 4 or 5. Or even 6 in Standard. They don't want to see that in Standard. They're still trying to pretend that Modern is a turn 4 format.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, can I get my Terminate back?
So there's key differences there. So I think that's the main reason why we don't ban Death Shadow. Like, the games are still interactive. And you're not punished for trying to go all in a response or...
yeah, Bloodbraid Elf is another one. So we're talking Bloodbraid Elf, Golgari Grave Troll.
Yeah.
Deathrite Common.
Now, I mean, like, on the other hand, like Saffron Allen was saying with Marvel, it was such a format warping card because it was causing players to play cards they would never play main deck, like Dispossessed main deck or Lost Legacy main deck. We're not having that with Death Shadow, except in cases where we're seeing Condemn, maybe, or... I think that's mainly the main example I can think of. Like, there's very few cases where you would not play that over Path.
It's also funny how well Fatal Push lines up against Death Shadow.
Yeah.
Which was actually lucky.
Yeah. So... I mean, I don't see us ever waiting on you, by the way.
I know.
Your poor little Minotaur doesn't stand a chance.
Here to be stoned up. Now I'm gonna have to discard the hand size. You got it. But yeah, I mean, when you talk about the other creatures that have been banned, it's Bloodbraid Elf. It's cards that do stuff. This is just a very big card more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big scary dude. Yeah, but it still dies to a lot of things. Still easily answered. It's not unanswerable easily.
Do you think when they did Fatal Push, they had Death Shadow in mind? Now, there's a conspiracy question for you.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how to answer that. That's just interesting. I think they more of just probably did it to say, you know, this is a card that can hit a lot of creatures. It could hit a
Yeah.
lot more in Eternal formats. That could help maybe slow down the game, or at least make the game more
Yeah.
interactive.
It's also one of those things where you want to give them some amount of credit, but then they turn around and say, well, we didn't see fellow Dark Guardians to Healy Rye. So it's kind of like, I don't know if I can trust anything you say. Come on.
All right, this is getting dumb.
I got like 38 lands plus mana rocks.
I'm over here just drawing cards.
Your Sky Diamond is mocking me.
So I don't think we'll ever reach a point where Death Shadow gets banned. I mean, and besides, anyway, we're about to get a new card that'll kill it. Another 1-mana black card that'll destroy it.
Wait, I haven't seen this.
The Liliana's defeat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's this black creature or black planeswalker. So there you go.
Yeah, I ran Combust, not Combust. Combust? Kill blue, red, instant, kill blue or white.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 1-mana one that was in Dragons.
Rending Volley?
Yeah, did 4 to, which, well,
Blue,
I mean, a lot of decks
blue or white.
Just for Splinter Twin.
Mm-hmm.
See, you have real artifacts. That's not fair. Say Minotaur.
Why?
I need the help.
Here, you want a mana? There you go.
Wait, no, I wanted to respond to that. F6.
Oh god.
I have.
Why did you hit OK then?
I didn't hit OK. That's the thing. It just went on. I think I may have hit F6 previously.
Oh, maybe.
Curse you, Moto.
Yeah, this is not going well for you at all.
Well, we may have made a costly mistake by giving me a land. Anything at all I can do about boo, guys? Yeah.
We'll see. But yeah, I mean, I don't ever think there's a reason to really do that, like to ban Death Shadow, or to really to ban any card in Modern right now. I think Modern's in a fine place.
Yeah.
I think this past GP showed that like you can't devote yourself to combating Death Shadow, because you let Affinity win.
Yeah. Well, Affinity is always good.
Yeah.
Which is what happened.
You were right.
Well, I think it's also the case that, you know, those top 8 were ready for Death Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you look at their decks, and especially their sideboard, you know, they made sure that they had some sort of answer or some way of handling that. And that was always my contention with Splinter Twin. Is I don't think they should have banned Splinter Twin. I think they should have banned Deceiver X Art. I think that would have been more interesting, because then the targets are all now in vault range, and that completely changes the dynamic.
Yeah, you're right.
But believe it or not, they don't call me first.
Nah, why? Why would they ever do that?
What is? Oh, 4. Okay.
And we'll attack. So, I mean, maybe they should do that. Maybe they should unban Splinter Twin, then ban Deceitful Exart, unban Chase the Mind Sculptor while they're at it.
Well, I think that would be because it's still like an $80, $70, $80 card, even with the most recent reprint.
Yeah.
So if they unban it in Modern,
yeah, but I mean, at the same time, though, like,
I mean, Ancestral Visions is $65 now.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, though, I don't feel like the card is unanswerable. Like, economics aside, yeah, it's gonna really warp the economy. But, I mean, like, as far as the format goes, I don't think it's gonna...
You know what'll be really funny, though? It will not be hard to find a Jace, because all those people that have been sitting on them will start selling them.
Yep.
And they'll go from, like, they could get up to $200.
Totally forgot about that effect of library allying. Okay. No, the maximum hand size. Does it pop up with something?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm like, I know I have 8 cards. I know I have 8 cards in hand.
It's the original Reliquary Tower.
Yep.
Except it also helps with discard. And I still did not draw a hand.
It's Reliquary Tower plus Nefali Academy. Actually, better than Nefali Academy, because even my own effects could make me put it on top.
This makes me sad.
You discarded fling.
I was going to fling my commander at you and just put it back in my command zone, but I hit F.
But obviously you needed the mana.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm trying things in Modern, and I'm at least like, I feel like you're still safe to brew in Modern. Like, yes, sure, you do have to worry about good decks and stuff like that, but
I saw Lantern win a GP.
Yeah, you're right. We did. We saw Turns take a top 8.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm actually not happy about that, because that's the last thing anybody wants to see is a bunch of Turns today.
And all of a sudden, Ugin's Nexus spikes in price. Oh, hey, Andy. I hate to do this to you, but I win.
What? What happened? Did you cast it previously?
Yes.
I just missed it?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I completely missed it the first time you cast it. Huh. Okay, sideboard. Now, can I actually submit that? Or is it...
No.
Sideboard. Nope. It's thinking.
Yeah, I don't understand why it does this. I really don't.
It does go into the game if you wait the 2.5 minutes. Have you had this in other matchups too? Because it was doing the same thing when I was just jumping into the for fun queues.
I don't think so.
Excuse me. I have 39 lands.
You don't just concede and do another one?
Come on, we wait.
Okay.
I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, whatever you want to do.
We'll get into one faster this way.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
We haven't really talked too much about the new block. We talked about it a little bit earlier. What do you think of Metamorphosis 2.0?
I feel like it's a good change in a lot of ways, going to the bigger sets for better limited play.
Mm-hmm.
And now they could be a little bit more free-flowing with storytelling. Like, they're not dedicated to basically have a part 1, part 2. They could simply have, here's what's happening in the first one. Or, if we need to keep talking about this plane, we can, kind of thing. Like, if there's more to tell. It'll be interesting to see how they do, like, returning mechanics versus new mechanics.
Driven.
Mm-hmm.
Just have here's some cool people, but not necessarily lots of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think it's more interesting to see how mechanics are going to change from set to set.
Story standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm more interested. Like, say maybe if they did Kaladesh, would they do energy counters for 3 sets in a row? Like if Kaladesh spanned 3 sets.
I'm hoping the 3 set was mulligan. Although I actually have lands now. Mulligan.
Whether they just said that to basically not screw themselves over to where they wanted to do 3 sets?
I think they said 1 to 3 because they couldn't imagine doing a solid, especially with the new rotation.
Mm-hmm.
4 sets would be over like a year and a half almost.
It would be weird because you would have a core set jammed in there somewhere.
Right, exactly.
In the middle
so
of it.
I think I'm betting that the more likely one is 1 to 2, and the stories will be a little bit more concise.
Mm-hmm. We'll see. But what bothers me more is just we never had a full cycle of Metamorphosis 1.0, especially with it unchanged.
Yeah, right. And then they also jumped out of it within just a few months of the rotation schedule. And
exactly. So like,
how much? Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say a lot of the issues we've had with Standard would have never existed if they simply kept to that rotation.
Yeah, I can't help but wonder how much of that, how many of these bands could have been. Now, we still have the Felidar Guardian Saheeli Rai.
But Reflector Mage would have not been in there.
Yeah, I still don't think you can make a real compelling case of why Reflector Mage is banned. Actually, why didn't they unban Reflector Mage when they got rid of Felidar Guardian?
I don't know.
Because that was kind of...
I think blue-white Flash would still have been impressive. I think blue-white Panharmonicon would have been really dumb. I think that's what it would have been. Because the deck was fine without Smuggler's Copter. Smuggler's Copter mainly just hit vehicles because they would have had 2 2-drop vehicles that were stupid.
Well, yeah, they went from 4 Smuggler's Copters to 4 Hardy Kierans, and most of them didn't miss a beat.
Yep.
I said okay.
So that's the only reason I can imagine why. I think blue-white Flash or blue-white Panharmonicon would have been really impressive.
They were also not expecting to have to ban Felidar at that point. I think that was a bigger issue.
Yeah. But like I said, there's certain interactions like we wouldn't have necessarily had to worry about. We wouldn't have had to worry about Gideon lasting this long as well.
Yeah, or Marvel for Ulamog / Emrakul.
Marvel and Emrakul would have still been around. But
oh yeah.
Play that. So, there's that to consider. But I feel like they never gave it a chance. And what I really hate is with the rotation system that they initially proposed, that blocks would have all had the same lifespan. Now they don't. Like, Battle for Zendikar is getting 2 years, but Shadows over Innistrad is only getting 18 months. Whereas under the initial proposal, both sets would have gotten 18 months. So they set it under the guise that their cards wouldn't rotate as fast, but in all actuality, some cards are rotating still at the same speed. It's just certain cards are hanging around longer than maybe they should.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I think also because of the whole change in testing and whatnot and how they never really tested this standard, I do think that the whole play design team is going to focus more on. Come on, Miko.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think they specifically said standard and then, like, limited and sealed, or just both limited formats. Whether it's sealed or draft.
But, yeah, I think they've identified, and I think with the whole thing with the play design is they discovered or they realized a deficiency in the actual testing and the few handful of people they had in the future league just was not really adequate. And Miko is lagging for me. Give it a sec. It's thinking about tapping this talisman. It's really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Come on. I got a little window open. It's highlighted. It just keeps kind of bouncing at a little spiral.
Oh, there we go.
Oh. Wait. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool.
What are we doing with that black mana?
I'm just going to click on you and see what happens. Okay. Now we're waiting. There we go. Man. Come on.
Surprise!
I was like, why did you go back to my hand? Hey.
So, what else with 2.0? I don't know. I like where the sets are going. Like, Ixalan seems like it's a really good idea. I think less Gatewatch. Like, I think the story is important, but I don't think we need the same cast of characters going through.
Yeah.
And definitely tell me stories. I like stories. Yes, bring back characters, but introduce me to new ones that actually matter too.
Do you read the stories online?
Yeah, if I can remember to keep up with them, yes.
Yeah, me too. They're really good. But like I heard this on Magic Mike's that with all the whole cycle of defeats, it's kind of like, oh, you guys are tired of the Gatewatch? Okay, we'll give you less Gatewatch. We killed them.
All right, Andy, stop dying.
Sorry.
Math hard, brar. But yeah, like Ixalan, from what we've seen so far, seems really good. Seems like it'll be a lot of fun. A new unset seems really good. The return of core sets. Initially, I was like, yeah, I'm glad these are gone, but like I understand where they're coming from now, where it was like functionally needed to help teach new players.
I never really had a problem with the core sets. I mean, they all seem fine.
For me, it was just more of, compared to all the other sets, they seemed really bland. Because they're like, if they could somehow invoke, like, I like the idea of helping fill in backstory and lore about other characters through flavor text and stuff like that. That would be fine. That would be great. Like, I never felt like I got that with previous core sets. Like, oh, here's another reprint of Eager Cadet. Now it doesn't even have flavor text. You know, kind of thing like that. So, I think as long as they somehow tie it into something in the multiverse, then that would be fine. You know?
Yeah, I just never, and this is probably, I played basically 3rd edition for 3 years, so yeah, of course that's fine. The new core sets, oh, they're amazing. Goblin Rabble Master, this car seems busted.
Yeah. Like definitely bring in a few things that would attract more veteran players as well, but like as a judge now and working for a store, like we definitely need more cards and product aimed at newer players rather than just planeswalker decks.
So. Yeah, which is.
I mean, honestly, I think the open house is a fantastic idea. Now we just need core sets to help supplement the open house. Like have that progression into the game. You have an open house, you have core sets, you have planeswalker decks, you have. I think that pretty much does it.
Why? No, never mind. Come on, you. Let's go. There you go.
Oh, now you're gonna make me discard a card.
Aha! You only have the one remain. Flashback. Snapcast remain, starting remain.
Hey, I don't have the mana for that. I'm sorry. We'll get rid of that one.
Spoilers, it's a discard something.
Yeah, got that. Surprised you didn't play your commander.
I'll get to him. I want to empty out my hand. I'm gonna try to cast a spell.
Unburden.
No. No. Oh no. Gosh. Unburden is so much better than like every card in my hand right now. I can't even explain it. Okay, I clicked on it. Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Oh man. I blame us, watching or being on Discord and on stream at the same time. And Moto.
It's just Moto.
Okay, maybe it's just Moto
then. I'm not streaming.
This is true.
Oh, come on, man. Thinking about it. Okay. Woo. Quick. Tap, tap, tap while I can. Wow. He does not like to tap Talisman, apparently.
Probably because it pops up that little sub menu of which color you want to tap for. Probably.
I'll let you know if that ever popped up. There it is.
And for any viewers we do have, there is a Mental Misstep Discord, so I could probably post the link at some point if that's something people want to use to help communicate for whatever reason. Or maybe I could talk to you people on it, but there's the Discord. As you can see. Oh, man. There we go. Minotaurs have death touch.
All that for a Fellhide Putrefier. Was it worth the wait?
Alright, time to board wipe. I mean, what?
What?
No, we're going to play this spell.
Oh.
There we go.
automatically to pay costs.
I was really delayed on your end, I could tell.
What's funny is I can hear it pop up on yours, and I still haven't seen whatever it is. What was it?
Oracle's Vault.
Oh, okay. Oh, is that the promo one?
Yep.
Nice.
I gotta start drawing some cards.
You don't want to do that.
You'd be surprised at what I want to do.
I apologize to everyone for the speed at which MTGO is running on my computer at the moment.
Come on, man. You're in IT. I thought you'd have a better computer than that.
I'm really cheap, so this is my laptop.
I got you.
I had to pay for this one.
I mean, granted, this PC I've had for like 5 years now or whatever, and I haven't really upgraded it at all.
I like how the screen will do this little twitch when it's like, no. Wow, it's Talisman. Talisman specifically seems to take a long time for it to pop up.
Yeah.
I don't have any issues with Bloodfell Caves.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Your computer hates artifacts because it is an artifact. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, if yours is 5 years old, it's technically newer than that.
Yeah, but it's also a desktop.
It's a Samsung. I'm just glad it hasn't exploded.
What? Green Chimera? What?
Just waiting for the Talisman menu to pop up here so I can select something.
So evidently this there's a new green creature that got spoiled.
Oh.
Majestic Mariarch. Did you see this?
No, I can pull it up.
Power and toughness are equal to twice the number of creatures you control. At the beginning of each combat, if you control a creature with flying, Mariarch gains flying until end of turn. The same is true for First Strike, Double Strike, Death Touch, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink, Menace, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance.
It's a green creature, you said?
Yep.
So it's like Odric, only much bigger?
It's more like it gets the benefit that Odric would give. You know what would be a great card to go along with that? Samut.
Oh, God. You still need enough creatures, though.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying, though, it's like you have Samut out, then play that on the next turn. And then just make sure you have a flyer. Or something with Trample, since you're probably in red-green at that point.
Oh, it's a Chimera. You're so close.
That just reminds me of that, like, what was it, like, Animus of Predation or whatever it was for the Conspiracy Draft.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an interesting mechanic. I don't know. I think that might be a limited bomb. I don't know how it'll see in standard play, though.
Well, I mean, it's no worse than a 2/2, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's a 2/2 that gets all other abilities and gets bigger as you play other creatures. Yeah, in limited it probably is.
Like, I think it could go in any archetype. Like, Red-green, all of a sudden you've got this trampling beast. White-green, you've probably got a flying vigilant beast with first strike.
The hexproof is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Lifelink would be gross. Indestructible. Relevant.
You play with a new horse.
Yeah. So, like I said, I think a limited, if you're in green X, I think this guy's great.
Yeah.
I think if maybe a green white tokens. Maybe.
What does your screen say right now?
Waiting on you.
Mine says waiting on you, but your clock is not moving.
You're down to like 9 minutes on my screen.
Is my clock moving?
Yeah.
What's it at?
8:30.
I got 9:39.
Wow. Like, this is the after, like, I declared no blockers or whatever. Whatever.
Oh, I'm still on attack. I'm waiting for you to click OK off from attack.
I don't know.
Wow.
Man. This connection's rough.
We didn't have any problems last time.
Yep. I don't know, man.
Okay. Well, I have a second. There are 23 horses in Magic.
Somebody brought up in the Ask a Judge chat about Workhorse.
Workhorse?
Yep. It's an artifact creature.
Workhorse is battle with 4+1/+1 counters on it. Remove a +1 counter from Workhorse to get colorless. Yep. What about it?
Well, I mean, it was so old that it didn't have a creature type initially, so it got errated to be horse.
Yes.
Are there any horses in standard?
I'm
about to find out.
I can look. I have it right here.
Ghoulsteed, Nightmare, and Stallion of Ashmouth.
2 of those are in Shadows block, right?
Yep. Nightmare's in the welcome.
Wait. Okay, I got to block. Although you just took damage. End. Stop. Go away. It still says okay. And my clock is jumped down to 27. Thanks, Mitko. Wait, what? Oh. Aha. Can the wishes, glittering wish, burning wish, stuff like that get caught from exile, or is it specifically
outside of game? Because exile's still in game.
Well, technically, but exile. Okay.
Like the exile zone is still in the game.
Right.
That's why I think Cokes from the Blind Eternity says exile or outside of the game.
Okay.
Will I die? I don't understand why you're not playing your commander.
I got other stuff.
Yeah, but like, I would have. Do you really care about the cards in your hand? Because otherwise, you would obliterate both of our hands, and then your Minotaurs would get bigger.
I didn't think about that. Although it doesn't make me discard, does it?
Yeah, it says each player discards a card. Oh. It's only when Neheb deals combat damage.
Yeah. But you're not blocking, so I'm just kind of building up the base here.
Yep. You know what I haven't heard about? The Minotaur tribal deck in Modern, the Will built. I'm about to be dead in 3 turns anyway. I don't know. Like, he hopped on that train really fast and just did nothing with it. But then again, I really haven't seen Will play a whole lot of Magic anyway.
It's like he's doing other stuff or something.
I blame the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Who needs relationships when you have Magic?
Well, that's why a lot of people don't have relationships, actually.
We're speaking as married men, so.
Yeah.
That's the only reason we can't play Magic, is we've already got married, so. Now we're free to pursue whatever hobby we want. So we stop annoying our wives. True facts.
You ever actually stopped? I mean, to the best of my knowledge, I'm quite. Come on! I'm down to. Hey, come on, please. I want to cast this. This is great.
And I want to beat him before I run out of time.
Come on! Yeah.
Bloodthirst 2.
All that for a 5/5.
Yep, all that effort. Please let me draw a land.
At this point, you're just gonna win on time.
Especially if I draw a land, because I will stall you out.
Given how the draft games went, that would be apropos.
God, I wish I could draft like that all the time.
Well, it's all about sitting in the right seat.
Yep.
Next.
I think I've at least gotten a lot better at card recognition the more I do it. So.
Because I saw the green, but I felt pretty good about my red and my white. So, and I wanted to play the Oketra. And I went Oketra, Electrify. Deem-worthy?
I went Trial of Ambition into the Crocodile of the Crossing.
That's good. I like that guy.
Yeah.
That first pack was bonkers, right?
Yeah. And then pretty much from there, I just picked up dudes that were value. Like, oh, let me get these little guys that'll die to random stuff.
I got like a third to last pick Emberhorn Minotaur. I'm like, what? What we got? Roll it up.
Why don't you be a land?
Does it say cast?
Yeah. Well, no, it says I can play that card. Never mind.
No, you're fine. No problem.
Although, you're going to lose time waiting to respond to this trigger, or this activated ability.
Yeah. Oh. Come on.
Oh, it was a land. Sweet.
Go.
Alright, we're going to pass the turn. Pray to God I don't lose.
Come on, land. Excellent. Haunted.
Yep. I gotta start gaining some life soon.
No! Come on! Tap! It was working just fine. And then it was like, oh, Bloodfell Caves. Would you like black or red? Would you like black or red? Would you like black or red?
Yes.
Can I get a time?
2:15. Oh, it's a Neheb.
Okay,
god, now I think I'm dead. I can tap that for 1. So... Yep. I really need the land last this turn. Like, without having to use the Oracle Bolt.
Yeah. How could you?
Oh, no, wait, that did save me.
Actually, probably could have also bounced Neheb. Probably would have done it also.
No.
Oh no, because that did both.
Yep.
You got there. If you wrath, so help me.
We're gonna bounce that guy, and Neheb.
What? Wait, hold on. Hold on. Look, turn off audio. Turn off audio. Ah. Tell me when it's my clock.
1:45.
I think this should work. It did not. I guess that's okay. Oh.
I mean, I think I'm still dead anyway, because you still have a 2/3.
Oh, yeah.
And you're gonna deal 1 damage to me.
I hit it. Come on. No. 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 I'm on timeout.
Yeah, Barrel's expertise. I totally didn't think about the Cyclonic Rift causing your Neheb to go back down.
That was great.
I know. I was like, I'm still dead. Because your dudes have enough power now. I'm like, oh, wait, never mind. You just lost 6 power because of that. Sweet.
I have 6 here. Come on, MTGO. Hey, twist. It went from 120 to 49 to 36. Okay, hold on. What?
And I'm out of mana. Otherwise, I could play a blocker. Quick, flash in another shrine.
I could just Honding you out here. 25 seconds.
Yield until end of turn. Oh no. I'm trying to hit okay for you. I'm trying.
What? I had attacked. I have 6. Oh.
Oh god. Oh god.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Magic Online. I wish I'd recorded this side so you could just see it sitting here, not moving.
Oh man, that's so rough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Right.
That is rough.
I think I may call that it. Clearly, Mitko doesn't want me playing tonight. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright, so that was us talking Magic and playing some bad Commander.
Yeah, we'll see if we can start a little bit earlier next time. Maybe I'll have better luck next time.
Yeah, and you get to see my sweet Druids deck.
Well, yeah, yeah. Although I feel like we really haven't seen all that much of what you played, Kefnet basically, and some other stuff. Although you were probably about to start going off with Oracle's Vault.
Yeah, and I had Metamine in hand too.
I have a Torrent of Souls.
Torrent of Souls is
I was
good.
hoping you'd kill it. I just bring it back. Everything went to my hand.
Yep.
Well, GG.
Yep.
Timed out. And it won't let me go to the play. Yeah, that seems right.
Yep. So yeah, we'll keep playing Commander or other formats. I mean, right now I have Green Black Ponza built for testing, although I may rip that apart soon. We'll see.
I have no modern decks. I have very bad
Pauper and Standard.
I do have Pauper. Actually, do you have a Pauper deck?
No, I could probably look at and see about putting one together.
Yeah, Pauper's actually really fun.
Yeah.
I got the red, black, the Reckless Fireweaver deck.
Oh god, that's probably what I would build. Because I love that card. Oh wait, no, that's uncommon though. Isn't it?
Yeah, well, no, I have that for standard.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, I took something out of Green Black, or I sold something out of Green Black Delirium, which is awesome. My decks tend to be in the $1 to $3 range.
Yeah, my Ponza's not because I bought 2 Obliterators for it. And fetches.
I got a bunch of. Oh, actually.
Alright, well anyways, I'm gonna kill the stream at least, so hope you guys had fun watching it and I don't know, maybe learned something. Maybe I'll eventually post the Discord invite link so you guys can join in on that and talk to people at any time. So anyways, later.